What's up guys, it is Charzzariah and welcome back to another episode of Let's Play Ratchet Clank. In the last episode, we explored all of planet Eudora and found out that the Blarg have this little space station here called the Blarg? I keep wanting to say it the Blarg Tactical Research Station, which is giving me some very, like, Death Star vibes sort of stuff. Just this big window that you can look out and see so much of space. It's pretty cool. And we investigated the place a little. Well, I say we investigated the place. We took this little escape pod over here and went and basically blew up a different sector of the space station, more of its own self-contained spaceship, and got the infobot for the planet of Blackwater City. I can't remember exactly what the planet was called, but it's the infobot for Blackwater City. But on this episode, we are going to continue heading through the research station. Almost said researching the research station, but no, heading through the research station, seeing what we can find, and seeing if we can find any information about what Chairman Drek might be planning next. Can I hit you when you're on the roof? Probably not, but we'll give it a shot. Nope. Now, for some of you out there wondering, hey, why is this video coming out on a Sunday? Also, hey, where have episodes of this been for the past 2 weeks? Well, I have a very simple explanation for that, and that is the first week there were no videos. It was the final week of university, and so I was kind of under the pump recording a bunch of, well, not recording a bunch of stuff, but doing a bunch of assignments and stuff like that, so I didn't have a whole lot of time to record Ratchet Clank. I have a bunch of episodes for Dragon Age and Paper Mario pre-recorded already, because we record those in quick much larger batches than I record these in, because I can only, Jake and Michael can only record on certain days for a certain amount of time, whereas I can kind of fit my own schedule for doing these videos, so I can kind of do these whenever I need to or wherever I'm available. So those videos were able to come out because I've been stocked up. I've stocked up Dragon Age for weeks to come. It's great. And so when I was trying to figure out how to do Ratchet Clank, I ran into the problem of, I don't have any episodes for this week or the next week or the week after. This is a problem. So yeah, eventually I just decided that week there wouldn't be any Ratchet Clank, and then the week after that, because it is winter over here in Australia, and even though, we're Australia and most of our days are still pretty warm, the winter can get pretty cold sometimes, and I ended up getting kind of sick. So it wasn't terribly sick, but I didn't think if I put myself behind a microphone, then it would sound the best. I still have a little bit of it kicking around, but it's nowhere near as bad as what it was before. So I felt a-okay at recording an episode tonight for you guys. And actually, a lot of my night tonight is going to be based around doing stuff for videos, because not this Wednesday coming up. Am I gonna die? No, I am not. Oh, thank God. Not this Wednesday coming up, but the Wednesday after that, I am gonna die. Great. Fantastic. Alright, we'll quickly run back while I explain what's going on. So not next Wednesday, the Wednesday after next, so the 3rd of July, I am really, that's unfair. I call nonsense on that. I am heading out of the country for 3 weeks. I'm going to England for 3 weeks for a kind of holiday with my family, because we haven't been back to England for a great number of years since moving to Australia, so now that'll be really fun. So that'll be where I'll be for 3 weeks. But don't worry, Paper Mario is almost caught up. I think Michael and I have to record 2 or 3 episodes just to make sure that Paper Mario has content for when I'm away. Dragon Age is 100% caught up and up to date for that, so Dragon Age will come out as planned, even though Dragon Age didn't come out this Friday, which I will get to in a second. But yeah, so Dragon Age is set. Tonight I'm going to record as much Ratchet & Clank as I possibly can, so that, are you serious? So that when I'm away, I can just have these videos scheduled before I leave, and that way there is no interruption for 3 weeks, because missing 2 weeks for one series was bad enough, but I can't imagine what missing 3 weeks for every series would be like. So nope, Dragon Age is all set. Paper Mario will probably be recorded at some point this week. I'll have to message Michael to see when he's available. And then tonight I will do all of the stuff for Ratchet and Clank. And then, lastly, to touch on where was Dragon Age this Friday, I recently built a new computer. So, all of the stuff, like the stuff that I used to edit Dragon Age, has to be moved over to the new computer. So, you will get a Dragon Age episode this Friday, and it'll be the first one to be edited on my lovely new PC. Fun fact, my microphone is actually sitting on the top of my new PC at the moment as I record this video, because it is still in my room, and I have been very busy at the moment, and I haven't had a chance to actually move it into the study, move out my old computer. So, yeah, I've kind of just had this desktop PC sitting in the middle of my room for a couple of days, so it's really nice. But the computer is really nice. I had one of my friends help me build it. We've put in a lot of lovely little bits and pieces into it, a lot of stuff that will help with editing, making videos, hopefully making editing videos a lot faster, which would be really nice, because on my current computer, it can sometimes take a long time. Like, I'll normally have to just set the videos to be exporting overnight. Sometimes I can get away with exporting them in the day, and they'll be done in time for me to, you know, export them when they are, upload them when they are needed. But for the most part, it'll be, okay, I'll set a bunch of videos to export overnight with Adobe Media Encoder, and then in the morning I can upload one of them. So, the fact that I'll be able to, oh no, we're maxed out though, be able to record a bunch of episodes, set them all to export, and have it done in hopefully a fraction of the time that it used to take me will be very nice, because it means I can make more videos more quickly for all of you guys, which is a big bonus for me. But yes, so now to actually talking about, you know, proper stuff that is happening in the video. When it comes to exploring the BTS, I remember having a lot of trouble with this place as a kid. Clearly, I still have some trouble with it now, because I died to the poison fans at least once, so that's not fun. But I remember the section that we just came from, where we let out those, where we let out those weird sort of crab-looking aliens. I don't exactly know how to describe those aliens. They kind of look like crabs. If crabs walked on like 4 legs, they look like, I don't know, a snake mixed with a crab, mixed with a spider? I don't know, but what I do know is that we have a gold bolt right here. Oh, no, we did get the one on, I think there was only one on Eudora, so we are fine for collecting gold bolts at the moment. I'm trying to think of the gold bolts in the BTS and wondering if there are any that we need to come back for later. I don't think there are. I think we can knock out all of the gold bolts in this place in one episode, which will be very nice. And coming up, there is a skill point for this place that can be quite mean. This is one of the hardest skill points in the game, so I think I'll give it one attempt on my own, and then I will do a, come on, please put me where, yes, okay, good. I had a sneaking suspicion that it was going to put me back here, but then there was a second where I'm like, I might get put back at the start. Am I going to die again? Please no. Please not like this. Thank you. Thank you very much. I will admit, those enemies are really brutal. If you let them get close and specifically gang up on you, you're in trouble. So if you can take out the little green, come on, lock on. Come on, there we go. If you can take out the little green guys first, that would be, make things a lot easier for you. I think I can get him from just over here. The problem is, this is a game before strafing was introduced, so I have to line myself up perfectly to make the shot. Whereas in other games, I could just strafe around until eventually, you know, I hit the guy I wanted to hit. But in this case, it's just me holding down the circle button like an idiot for 3 minutes, being like, come on, please just hit the guy. Yeah, see, like, you've got 3 here. If jumping over to fight 3 of them at once, not a smart idea. Actually, this might be a really good idea. Chance to try out our brand new Glove of Doom. There we go. So we throw the ball out, we get 4 little buddies that come and help us, and they took out at least 1, that's good. And then I reckon these guys will be able to take out the last one. They sure do. Alright. I think this is the refill of nanotech. Yep, alright. So this, I think if I shoot this one, it'll stay open for forever now. I think that stays open forever now. So even if we die, we can come back just straight through here and get straight to this part. So, oh wait, I'm gonna have to kill these guys, won't I? Oh, I can't have them with me for this. Alright, well, we'll see what happens, because we have, I think this is our, this is our first boss fight of the game. Oh no, one of them's gonna attack her. Or not. Oh no, yep, they did. So, well, alright, then I won't try attempting it unless she kills me, in which case I'll do it. But there is a skill point to defeat this boss with only the wrench. For people who have played other games in the series, this is similar to the Wrench Ninja challenges from I think Ratchet and Clank 2 definitely has one for Chainblade, and there's one on, I think it's on the other planet with the Megacorp games, where you have to get to the arena using only your wrench, which, that's fun, let me tell you what. So yeah, this skill point is to defeat this boss using only your wrench, which I don't know if it counts also for the little enemies that she spawns, but yeah, it's a toughie. It is a massive tough one. You have to kind of, yeah, you have to get around. It's almost like finding a Dark Souls boss. You have to get around to one of her sides, hit her with the wrench, and then get away before she has a chance to actually swing at you. Speaking of Dark Souls as well, Dark Souls Remastered has come out since I think the last time I recorded. I have not had a chance to play it yet, but I've watched a couple of people play it on Twitch or on YouTube. I'm gonna get, oh, thank you. Thank you. I was so certain I was gonna get hit then. Alright, we'll send out the little Glove of Doom. They'll take out the first one, and then you guys should take out the second one, and then I think there's actually that they should be enough to take out her. Come on, prove me right. Oh, not quite. Alright. Oh, no, I was wrong. They took her out. So, yes, if you want the skill point for beating her with a wrench, I don't think you actually can come back and fight her later. My advice would just be patience. Lots of patience. Don't get greedy. Like, fight it like you would fight a Dark Souls boss. Don't get greedy with your swings or anything like that. Just take your time, and eventually you will get it. It's not the hardest skill point in this game by far. When we get to Blackwater City, we'll probably actually find one of the hardest skill points in the game. But that one's not too bad, but can be a bit difficult if you get a bit greedy with your swings.
You could come down now.
Honestly, a gadget engineer deserves a bit more respect, if you ask me.
So, you are an inventor.
Gadget engineer. I create revolutionary devices for Executive Chairman Drek. For instance, Viola. My soon-to-be patented grind boots. Look, I need to get out of here so I can find a new job. How about I sell you these? At cost.
Sell? After we just saved your scrawny butt?
All right. I'll give you the employee discount too.
2,000 bolts, and that's with the employee discount. I don't even want to know what it would have been like if we had to pay full price for those, but luckily we have enough bolts. So,
Well,
there yours.
I'm gonna get out of here while I still can.
And yes, we have unlocked the grind boots. These will allow us to skate along surfaces with the ease of a, I don't know, a rollerblader, or I guess more of a skateboarder, I guess. I don't know what people grind on. I was never part of that scene when I was growing up, to be honest. But we have some bolts along here. And that's one thing that I guess bothered me a lot more as a kid when I was playing that, and that's like paying to progress. So when we had to pay for the swing shot, or pay for the grind boots, pay for info bots and stuff like that. Playing it, when I first played it, I guess I just wasn't breaking open enough crates, or as many crates as I'm breaking open now, but I used to think having to pay for progression was really hard, and there would be a lot of times where I would not have the bolts to pay for the info bots that I would need. But obviously now that I have... Is that everyone? Oh no, there's one right there. What's not being used? So we've got these two. Yeah, but now, I guess now that I'm a lot older and I know how to properly manage... but, you know, go for all the bolts in a level, I know, like, how to get all the bolts, and so therefore it's not that much of an issue, but I can still understand someone having a bit of trouble with the bolts for this. Alright, so... Send Clank to explore the outside location. Right. Oh, yes, this is the first instance we have of a Clank-only level. I think in the later games we get these a lot more earlier, but yes. So, finally, we get a level where it is just Clank. You didn't think it was just going to be Ratchet the entire experience. I mean, I know his name is first on the box, but it is Ratchet and Clank, so they had to, you know, give Clank a couple of levels. In all honesty, I think they get these a lot better in the later games. Like, Ratchet and Clank 2 actually has a fair few good ones. Ratchet and Clank 3, I think Ratchet and Clank 3 has the best... Well, no, I shouldn't say that. Ratchet and Clank 3 has the best ones of the original trilogy, but A Crack in Time has the best ones, partially because, like, Clank stages in that are a lot more thought out, and they're designed specifically for him. So, it's pretty good, and, I mean, they're not terrible. There are certainly worse parts of this game that I could talk about, but no, they're pretty fun. They're not like well, there are other games that do these a lot, like do these kind of sections a lot worse. See, Spyro, A Hero's Tale, I believe the character Blink and those sections, nobody enjoys those. Oh, right, I'm supposed to hover over there. I forget that even though Clank is not part of, like, with Ratchet anymore, he can still use his helipack upgrade. Floating right on down here. Oh, those metal crates just make me wish I had a bomb glove or something, because those metal crates give a lot of bolts when you blow them up, so... if I remember correctly, there is a gold bolt around here somewhere. It's just a case of remembering how I get to it, because I'm pretty sure you can get to it as Clank, or does it actually require you to come back with Ratchet? I think it might require you to come back with Ratchet. Never mind, we'll leave it for it later. So I'm sorry, I was wrong. We won't be able to finish this entire section in one episode. We will have to come back later. But that is a-okay. Backtracking is never a huge problem, especially in games like this where it's not overtly required. Like, it's not required to beat... Actually, no, there is one case in this game where backtracking is required to beat the game, but in a lot of other instances, it's just a case of, hey, you didn't get this gold bolt your first time around, you needed another gadget, you've come back later, and you can get it then. Or with certain skill points, you need certain weapons or certain gadgets, you need to come back later. It's not like a Metroid game where it's like, oh, you don't have such and such a weapon, you are blocked from this entire location of the game until you get said item. Which, actually, I'm mentioning that, and like, playing this game again makes me kind of want to play a Metroid game again, because I finished Super Metroid. I've beaten Super Metroid all the way through. That is a fun game. If you have not played Super Metroid, I definitely recommend it. If you've got Wii U, which I say that, but I know a lot of people that don't actually own Wii U's because it wasn't the most popular console on the planet. Gosh golly gee, I wonder why. If you've got a 3DS, which I know a lot more people have 3DSs than they have Wii U's, you can get it on that with the Virtual Console, only though if you have a new Nintendo 3DS, which I think at this point a lot of people who, you know, are really big on the 3DS have picked up a new Nintendo 3DS. You can play it on that. Also, we have gotten our little battalion of guys right here, the Gadgebots. So we can command them with triangle to enter, follow, wait, or attack. Which is what we'll get to do. And look at that! They kind of act as, I guess, are mini Agents of Doom that actually don't require ammo to use. And wow, they all survived that. I was so expecting one of them to die because it is very common that, you know, they'll run into attack. The first one will die and then the rest of them finish off the enemy. But yeah. Or if you've got a mini SNES Classic, you can play Super Metroid on that. So yeah, no, it's definitely a good game, and I would very much recommend playing through it. If you want to 100% the game, that'll also probably take you a fair while as well, because it's a pretty big game, if I remember correctly. I've never 100%ed it, but I know people that have. And very popular speedrunning game, I should add as well. Help! Alright. Alright. I call shenanigans on that. I call infinite bag space on that one. That Hydro Displacer was almost 2 times Clank's size, and he's just like, shroop, straight in that stomach. Oh, Clank. You continue to astound me. Also, that little chuckle that he does is so synonymous with his character at this point. It's great. But yeah, that was also one thing. I keep saying that I wanted to see a Ratchet & Clank game at E3, because at the time of recording this, E3 is been and gone quite a bit at this point, but I'm disappointed that we didn't see a new Ratchet & Clank game at E3 during Sony's press conference, but then someone reminded me Insomniac is working on Spider-Man anyway, so I was like, oh, right. That's right, they were already working on something, so probably once Spider-Man is out, we'll begin to maybe hear more things about a sequel to the Ratchet & Clank remake, which would be cool.
And I found this.
Hey, cool. It's a, what is it?
A Hydro Displacer.
Great. I always wanted one of those, I guess.
Gosh, Ratchet, you sound so ungrateful. Clank went out and risked his life to get you this gadget that basically sucks up water, and you just act like you don't even care. Come on now. Yes, we acquired the... Hello? Oh, no, almost got it. There we go. We acquired the Hydro Displacer. I don't think there are actually any planets that have had a use for it so far, but on the next planet there definitely will be. So I think that is what we will be doing in the next episode. So if you enjoyed this episode of Let's Play Ratchet & Clank, please be sure to leave a like down below this video. If you haven't already, consider subscribing if you enjoy this kind of content. And yeah, if you enjoy... Wow, repeating myself. You can tell that I'm stumbling over my words at this point. Yes, but I will see you guys next time on the next episode of Let's Play Ratchet Clank, where we will head to Blackwater City to do a couple of things there. Because if you remember, Skid's agent actually mentioned if we came back with the championship from Blackwater City, he might have something for us. So, that is what we'll be doing in the next episode. See you guys then.